I'm your host, Welcome23. You're joining me for Nightbound Chapter 5, Into the Bayou. In the darkest depths of Club Persephone, you're finally found Cal's brother, Donnie, slated for a deadly cage fight with a Minotaur. That is, until Cal knocked Donnie out and took his brother's place. Cal, are you sure about this? That thing looks like it's out for blood. You look nervously up at the cage where a Minotaur paces, bellowing savagely. I don't have a choice, Vixen. He's my brother, and Lady Smoke is known for a forgiving nature. Who is Lady Smoke, anyway? Why is everyone so afraid of her? Big-time mob boss. She basically runs the city's dirtiest dudes. People who get on her bad side have a nasty habit of disappearing or dying horribly. I'm all Donnie has. Whatever debts he's racked up, they're mine too. That's what family means. There has to be another way. What if we talk to Lady Smoke? What, and convince her to forget Donnie's debt out of the goodness of her heart? Cal's got a better shot trying to reason with Buffalo Bill up there. But Cal puts a hand up to your shoulder and giving you a warm squeeze. I'll be fine, I promise. I grew up pack, remember? Every day meant a different battle, another way to cut my teeth. My dad made sure of that. The crowd around you growls, more agitated by the second, their excitement starting to slide towards anger.
Hey, you got a lot riding on this fight. What's the holdup?
If the wolf forfeits, I'd better get my money back.
The fight promoter wipes a sweaty brow and glares at Cal.
Look, you gonna do this or what? The crowd wants what they paid for and Lady Smoke.
In answer, Cal shoves the promoter aside and makes his way towards the center of the room. Tossing you a final reassuring look over his shoulder, Cal shrugs out of his jacket, stepping into the cage. Let's do this. The crowd explodes into a deafening cheer as Cal squares off against his opponent. The Minotaur roars, pawing at the floor like a wild animal. Nick, can he beat that thing? He's got this, Vixen. I knew his old man, tough son of a bee, and even for a pack, watch. Cal's breathing becomes quick and ragged, his eyes blazing gold. Hooked claws burst through his fingers, dark fur rippling over his skin. Oh my god. Moments later, an enormous jet-black wolf bares its teeth, howling a challenge towards the waiting Minotaur. I'm not gonna lie, he is kinda gorgeous, but at the same time horrifying. He's so beautiful. Huge. Yeah, werewolves are much bigger than regular old wolves. Pack way more mass than they should, and some weird supernatural psychics or physics thing. Yes, that's what I'm admiring, the physics. Touche. Our boy might actually stand a chance. I thought you said he'd be fine. Hey, I was trying to be supportive, but now for real, I think he's got a shot. You catch your breath as the Minotaur stomps a gargantuan foot, then charges forward, bellowing. Cal lunges to meet his opponent. He and the Minotaur collide, tumbling to the ground, a tangle of limbs and snapping teeth. The crowd roars its delight, crowding closer around the cage. What's happening? I can't see. You shove your way forward, straining to see through the jeering crowd. You catch a brief glimpse of Cal, struggling to escape the Minotaur's chokehold. Cal, think of Donnie. Cup your hands around your mouth, you scream at the top of your lungs. Your brother's depending on you! Fight for him, Cal! Cal's ears perk up at the sound of your voice, and he wrenches his body around in a single explosive movement, sending the Minotaur sprawling. Yeah, give that Cal belt bastard a hell, Cal. Panting hard, Cal stalks towards the Minotaur, who is sprawled against the bars. He springs forward, slashing over the Minotaur's chest. The beast bellows, blood gushing from 4 deep wounds. Heart pounding furiously, you jump up and down, pumping your fist in the air. That's it. Come on, Cal. You've got him on the ropes, Cal. Come on, finish it. Snarling, Cal prepares to deliver another blow to the sagging Minotaur, and then suddenly stops, his head jerking back as if stuck. The hell? Cal had intended rights. Why did he hesitate? Cal shakes his head, preparing for another attack, but he flinches away again. This time you see a strange light playing across Cal's eyes, blinding him. What the... Taking advantage of Cal's sudden disorientation, the Minotaur lands a solid kick on Cal's chest, bowling him over. The Minotaur jumps on Cal, bellowing with rage as it delivers a brutal punch to Cal's snout, snapping his head back against the floor. Something's wrong. Someone's messing with Cal. Cal yelps in pain, struggling to escape the pin. The Minotaur hammers viciously at his ribs, landing blow after blow. Damn it. Too many people in here, half of them could be cursing Cal for all we know. You scan the crowd frantically, looking for anyone who seems suspicious, and near the back of the room you spot a smirking man with his fist held up, holding an object that glitters like a prism. Oh, this prick. Oh, no you don't. Without thinking, you plunge into the crowd and elbow the way towards a man. Hey, you! Yeah, but they're not gonna notice. Tackle him.
What the?
Ah! The man yelps in surprise as you slam into him with all your might, sending both of you tumbling to the concrete floor.
Oh, what the hell are you doing? Get off me!
Not until you give me this. You grab the sparkling charm and rip it out of his hands.
Hey, it's mine!
Scrambling to your feet, you dash the charm against the floor and shatters to hundreds of pieces. Now it's no one's. Anxiously, you turn back to the cage just in time to see the Minotaur raising both fists for a crushing blow. No! At the last possible moment, Cal shakes off his daze. He twists, braces all four paws against the Minotaur's chest, and heaves. The Minotaur flies off of Cal and slams into the side of the cage, causing the bars to buckle outward. The creature goes limp, falling to the floor with a crash that shakes both the floor beneath your feet. The Cal throws back his head and howls triumphant. You won! Cal won! Feeling weak with relief, you toss your way back over to the glowering Nick. And to God, Vixen, I'm about ready to handcuff you to me. Oh, I'm fine. And look, Cal won. In the cage, Cal transforms again, his snout molding itself back into human features, while his limbs shorten and his fur recedes. He eases through the gates, an awestruck crowd parting around him as he comes your way. Well, I'll be damned, you actually pulled it off. Yeah, looks like I did. Congratulations. Give him a hug. You fling your arms around Cal's neck, pressing your cheek against his. I'm so glad you're okay. Cal's slick with sweat, his bare chest blazing hot against yours. He wraps his powerful arms around you and squeezes tight. Me too, and thank you. I saw how you helped me out there. You saved my life, Vixen. Danny comes up behind Cal's shoulder, cautious but still visibly shaken. Bro, I'm sorry. So sorry. For a second, I thought the thing had you. If it had gotten you, it was my fault. I don't know what I would have done. Hangs his head, shoulders shaking with tears, silent tears. Thanks, bro. Thank you so much. Hey, kid. It's alright now. Come here. Cal pulls his brother in for a rough hug, squeezing the back of his neck. You know I'm here whenever you need me, Don. Anytime, anywhere. I know, Cal. And now that we're square with Lady Smoke, no more dumb stunts like this, you hear me? I'm not dead, okay? You don't have to prove anything to me. Donnie nods, clasping Cal's shoulder. Nick steps forward, awkwardly clearing his throat. Much as I hate to break up that tender moment, we have a blood rate to find, Cal. Cal nods, running his hand through his damp, tangled hair. Right, here, Honor Sage. Back of the house. As you move towards the door, through the dispersing crowd, you see Catherine coming your way, dragging a handcuffed promoter along with her.
Just wait till Lady Smoke hears about this, you...
That's so. And what do you think she'll do when she hears about how much you've been skimming off the top before handing over her cut. The promoter pales, his face slick with nervous sweat. As they pass, Catherine throws you a sly wink. Happy hunting, Vixen, and you too, Ryder, I suppose. The sun is starting to rise as the four of you exit Persephone and pile in Nick's car, heading back to Cal's and Donnie's house. So good to be home. If it's cool with you, Cal, I think I'm gonna pass out. My head's killing me. You have a serious mean headbutt, bro. Huh. Choosing to hear that is a heartfelt thank you. Better sleep it off, kid. Donnie gives you a sheepish wave and disappearing up the stairs to his room. Know about that, Sage? I grow it out back. There's a patch in the eastern corner of the fence. Their vegetable garden. Help yourself to whatever's there. I'll do that as soon as I get out of this damn suit. Nick heads for the bathroom, duffel bag over his shoulder. With a stifled groan, Cal abruptly slumps against the side of the couch, blood seeping through his shirt. Cal, you're hurt. Gritting his teeth, Cal shakily pushes himself back to his feet, leaning hard against the back of the couch. I didn't even feel it until just now. Pain, it doesn't matter as much as to the wolf. You say that like it's a different creature than you. It kind of is, in a way, I mean. Cal gets a faraway look in his eyes and then shakes his head. Sorry, it's kind of complicated. I probably should go clean up. I gotta admit, I'm not really looking forward to trying to bandage my own back. If you help bandage him up, you'll find more about the wolf in the inside of him and get closer in the process. Give him some space. Don't worry about me. I'll just take a breather out here, wait for Nick. Sure, help yourself to anything you'd like. Cal limps to the bathroom and shuts the door. You settle down on the couch, drained and fall into a light daze. Sometime later, you startle awake to the sound of the back door slamming. Cal sitting in the overstuffed chair next to the couch, whittling a piece of wood. I must have nodded off. Are you feeling better? I'm okay. It was a nastier swipe than I thought. My doctoring was a little makeshift. Hope the bandage holds. Nick walks in, patting his duffel bag with a satisfied smile. We're good to go, folks. He's cut off by a heavy pounding on the front door, and then it opens up, and Octavia storms in, flanked by 3 glowering pack members. What? Not the time for questions, boy. If you know what's good for you, we're all going to see Kristoff. Now. You can't just barge in like... Cal raises a cautioning hand, cutting you off. Actually, she can, Vixen. Kristoff is our alpha. My house is his house, too, and if he wants us, we go. You dart a glance over to Nick, who gives you a warning look and a tiny nod. Fuming, you don't resist as the wolves surround you, marching you out of the house. Octavia and her goons take the 3 of you back to Kristoff's lodge, deep in the bayou. Under a punishing sun, brawny, shirtless men swig beer and roar with laughter, throwing horseshoes, roasting chunks of meat over a fire pit, and sparring with each other. Wow, kind of a different vibe today. It's like summer camp. Only thing missing is arts and crafts class. Huh, must have been a hunt earlier. Everyone's looking a little more feral. A raucous cheer breaks out, and you all look towards the back of the compound, where a grinning young werewolf carries a massive dead alligator. Oh, is this where you've been off to? As you can see, it's not exactly my scene. Keep it moving, Pop. Kristoff's waiting. Kristoff sits stone-faced on a pile of logs near the central fire pit. Animal carcasses hang on a rack behind him, dripping blood onto the gravel. His wolves surround you from behind, pushing you roughly to your knees. So, Cal. Lol. Keeping company with Jimbo's killer. And you've been getting into Persephone, I hear. A minotaur, sir. He was cage fighting a minotaur. Rolling his eyes, Nick leans and close to murmur in your ear. Wolves. Always yammering about loyalty with a rat on each other, out to daddy the first chance they get. Kristoff considers Cal with the narrowed eyes, a vein pulsing in his forehead. Fighting. Without my permission. Not what I would have expected from one of Lao's runs. I'd almost be impressed if I wasn't so goddamn furious that one of my boys would pull this kind of stunt right under my nose. Sir, I'm sorry, I didn't mean any disrespect, I can't explain. Should have been doing your explaining first, Rand. That's how being a beta works. You ask permission, not forgiveness. What were you thinking, Pup? You shamed your alpha. You shamed all of us. That's not fair. Cal was just defending his brother. Cal was only fighting to protect his little brother, and isn't that what you're all about? Loyalty to the pack? A wolf never acts without his alpha's sanction, no matter the circumstances. Now shut the hell up, interloper! Nick stands, putting a cautioning hand on your shoulder. He grudgingly inclines his head to Kristoff. I know we don't usually see eye to eye, Kristoff, but I was there, and I'd like to speak on the Runt's behalf. Permission? Go ahead, only because I can't wait to hear what claptrap comes out of your mouth this time. The promoters running the fight, they set Cal's brother up. They knew he wouldn't last around against a Minotaur. What's that you say? Any of my boys could take a cow-headed, flea-bitten... Not this one, Kristoff. This thing was feral, practically rabid, biggest one I've ever seen, too. And Cal felt it. Most brutal fight in town, and a werewolf won one of your boys. Ah, it's basically a compliment. It's reverse psychology. A murmur runs through the pack members gathered behind you, and Kristoff rubs his chin, thoughtful. Tell me, what big was this crowd? Who saw? The place was packed, and it was Persephone, so everyone who's anyone was there. Cal came out of the cage looking like a goddamn hero, right, Vixen? Oh, yeah. You should have... seen the finishing below, heard the cheering. Heard the cheering, we'll go with that. I nearly went deaf down there. The crowd lost their minds for Cal. Kristoff turns to Cal, a wide grin splitting his face. Oh, so that you brought pride to the pack, boy. Went about it all wrong, but I'll have your hide if you do it again. But a victory is a victory. What made your old man proud? Cal swallows hard, his nostrils flaring, but he looks up at Kristoff and gives him a burlesque nod. I think so too. Thank you, sir. Great. Now that everyone's getting along, think we could get our stuff back, or Hunter Sage is in that bag, and we... Why are you so hung up on the sage, boy? What needs finding so damn bad? I'm the one who needs it, actually. My friends and I were attacked by a blood wraith the other night. One of them was hurt pretty... Kristoff stands so abruptly he overturns a log, which goes tumbling into the fire pit. A blood wraith? Yeah, honestly, no one else has been this stoked to hear about one of those on the loose. Oh, I've been fixing to mount a blood wraith's head on my wall for years. One of the only creatures in the world I've yet to hunt. You can't have your sage back, boy, but I'll burn some of mine with you, if it means I get a kill. You and Nick exchange surprised looks, and then Nick shrugs. Well, more than fine by me. Go prepare the ritual, Vixen. You know the drill. Stay right here. Don't touch anything. Don't talk to anyone. Sound about right? Suppressing a smile, Nick leaves with Kristoff and Cal as the crowd begins to disperse. You notice Octavia, considering you with a skeptical eye. Can I help you? Just thinking. Been a while since a human had guts enough to talk back to Kristoff. You're cute. Like a little old angry puppy. Thanks, I guess. You just be careful, little pup. You might feel tough now, but bark too much around here, and you're likely to get bit. With a smirk, she wanders towards what looks like a complex obstacle course with huge tires, rope ladders, and swaying bridges strung between trees. Maybe I'll show you how tough I am. You run the obstacle course, you'll have a chance to pitch your prowess against Octavia. No offense, but she's an alpha woman. Are you serious? I mean, I'm kind of tempted. I mean, what? Moving on. Stay focused. Your eyes roam over the giant truck tires, treacherous rope bridges, and high wooden platforms, and you shudder. On second thought, I better not. I won't be any good fighting off a blood wraith with a broken arm. Over by one of the smaller fire pits, you notice a young wolf who's hauled in the alligator, roasting a dripping skewer over it. He looks up as you approach, giving you a wary once-over. You were with Cal earlier, right? Cal's brother, Donnie, is one of my best buddies. I'm Vixen. I saw you brought a gator in out earlier. Young man brightens, flashing you with an eager smile. Yeah, was hunting out in the Bayou earlier. I stay human to lure them out and then shift to bring them down. That's strategic. They're crazy strong. Sometimes they climb trees out there and drop on you from above. Seriously? I know, right? War movie stuff like Jaws, but with gators. Hey, you want to try by? Hell yeah. He passes you the skewer and the meat's still steaming. Careful, it's hot. You take the stick gingerly, sinking your teeth in the chewy, salty meat. Huh. It really does taste like chicken. A moment later, you spot Nick lingering by the gates of the compound with a pensive look on his face. Waving to the young pack member, you get up and walk over to where stand by Nick's side. Hey, everything okay with the sage? Kristoff's a grade 8 jackass as personal, as per usual, but otherwise we're solid. We can start the ritual as soon as the sun goes down. Nick turns again, looking out into the wild. Man, wish we were out of here under different circumstances. What do you mean? Not to get sentimental, but the Bayou is my favorite place in the world, and we're close to a real special spot. Magical little place, used to visit a lot when I was a kid. Like, actually magic with a capital M? Nick laughs softly, rubbing his stubbled jaw. Nah, just Mother Nature's hand at work. The kind of place that lets you believe there's still beauty in the screwed-up world. It's not far from here if you're up for a stroll. If you take a walk with Nick, you'll witness the hidden charms of the Bayou and get a little closer to him. Better not. We should probably stick around to make sure Kristoff doesn't pull anything shady. And honestly, I could use a nap after staying up all night to rescue Donnie. That shifty bastard would try to start without us. Maybe some other time. You head back to the lodge and settling down in one of the large wooden porch seats for a much-needed nap. As night falls over the compound, the fire pit glows brighter, throwing licks of light over the gathered pack. You see Cal standing with Kristoff and catch his eye. He jogs over to you and Nick, his face strained with fatigue. Are you ready? The ritual's all set up. Kristoff's just waiting on you to light the sage. He's very eager to get started. Oh, I'll bet, a new trophy almost in his grubby hands. No wonder he's chomping at the bit. I can't believe he thinks that thing would be fun to hunt. No one ever accused Kristoff of having sound judgment. Cal, watch Vixen with you just in case. Nick, in case of what? In case you take it upon yourself to find trouble, and... I do not find trouble. Okay, maybe occasionally. Cal nods grimly, stepping closer to you. Don't worry, I got her. Nick heads over to Kristoff, who's stoking the embers inside the iron bowl. The fire spews curls of oily black smoke. So what happens now? The sage has to be burned over the coals. They've been smoldering for hours in cedar wood soaked in orange oil. Why orange oil? Spellcraft isn't really my forte. I just know the ritual matters. There's also... Nick holds out a hand to Kristoff, who grips him by the wrist, slashes a curved blade across his palm. What the hell? I was gonna say the blood of the caster is the final ingredient. Wincing, Nick cups his palm over the flames, letting his blood drip into the bowl and turning the smoke a blazing, bloody scarlet. Now Nick will breathe the smoke in, holding the blood wraith in his mind, and he should be able to see exactly where it is. The smoke looks poisonous. Nick leans over to the smoke, inhaling it through parted lips. Is it working? Can you see it? Nick moves his head slowly from side to side, his eyes staring at something you can't see. When he speaks, his voice is strained and rasping. I can see trees under me. Blurring streak. Glints of water snagging between them. That means it must be. Hell, it's in the damn sky. It's flying over the bayou. What is? What else do you see? There's a light in the distance, a fire, and people gathered around it. I can see the tops of their heads. Wait a minute. A chill reels down your spine, and you exchange an uneasy look with Cal. Nick's eyes snap back into focus, his face stricken. Fixer, get down! A bone-chilling shriek rips to the compound, and a pale, familiar form streaks down from the sky. Cal flings his body over yours, pinning you to the ground with his bulk. Oh, Cal, get off! We need to help Nick. We're too far to help Nick. I'm not letting you anywhere near that thing. The blood wraith lands in front of Kristoff in a blur of robes. Its skeletal face contorted in a mask of blind, monstrous rage. What the? Before anyone else can move, Nick is already reaching for his crossbow, loading a bolt and sighting up the blood wraith in one fluid motion. Hey, over here, you skeletal son of a... The bolt explodes against the blood wraith's temple in a spray of molten sparks, and the creature howls with pain and rage. Everyone get the hell out of here. That won't hold it for... Octavia's throwing herself at the blood wraith, snarling already, half-shifted to wolf, and it swats her aside like an insect. Octavia's limp body sails through the air, then slams hard into a tree, flopping bonelessly to the ground. Octavia! Darling, no! Whirling on Kristoff, the blood wraith draws back its skeletal hand and plunges its claws into his chest. As Kristoff struggles, flickering between human and wolf, the life leeches from his body. Oh look, you died in this book too! No! Until his flesh withers like the husk around the blood wraith's grip. His graying, decayed skin collapses over his bones. Tossing his drained body aside, the blood wraith streaks off into the sky, its triumphant shrieks fading into the night. Cal helps you to your feet as the pack converges around Kristoff's corpse. Howling mournfully, Nick rushes over to you, his face stricken. Vixen, are you okay? You nod shakily, your knees weak and your teeth still chattering. I'm fine, But what the hell was that? Why didn't it come after me? Because this time you were the target. Guys. You look up to see the pack advancing on you, the face dark with menace. Uh-oh. One of them points an accusing finger in your direction. You brought this down on us. You summoned that creature. You killed our Alpha! I didn't kill crap. Well, I'm assuming Octavia will wake up and be like, stop. The grieving pack tear all three of you apart, or will you find a way out? Keep playing to find out. Oh, well, I hope y'all did enjoy. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Add the description below. Links to social media, Discord, and if you'd like to support me and my content, which would be greatly appreciated. Pretty much any and all support that you do give my channel is greatly appreciated. It goes to create Diamond Editions, plenty of other games that hopefully you enjoy, and so much more. And yeah, without further ado, catch you all in the next video. Peace.